Good afternoon, sir.
Take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Babitarani swain.
Yes, sir.
Tell us something about you, Babita.
Sir, I belong to Ganjam district in Odisha, and my father is a forester. So he's working in forest department, and I completed my BTech in computer science from IIIT Bhubaneswar in 2014. In the final year, I chose to go for civil services after a lot of self-evaluation.
So why civil services?
So civil services is because it gives diversity to one, and secondly, personally also I have seen the issues of underdevelopment, and the solving such issues have always interested me, and doing it such as a career will be much more fulfilling. So I thought that this is a suitable career for me.
Don't you think that if you join an NGO, you will be serving in a better way?
Sir, definitely NGO is also, if one joins NGO, there is scope for serving the people, but public service is such a thing that it gives not only gives scope to one department, there are various departments one can work, and also there is scope for personal growth to learn from, because this is a field where one can work not only various departments but also various stakeholders like NGO, public sector, politicians also. So there is a lot of learning or scope of learning.
But don't you think it's a very demanding service? There's so much of corruption prevailing, eating into the bloods of the society. Do you still think that it's a good service to join?
Yes, sir. Because now if we only have to join and we only have to do away with the corruption, this is a responsibility of, I think.
How will you do away with the corruption? Suppose if you are posted as state of, say, Kalahandi district, sir, or Ganjam district, to which you belong to, what will be your action plan to remove corruption?
So corruption in a department?
In the department, in the society, in the delivery system.
Sir, I would believe that the era is for digitalization. So I would go for computerization on records. Secondly, corruption, another reason for corruption is that there is lack of citizen empowerment. So if they are aware of the rights and they also know about if there is anything going wrong, where they should go, so I will try to make them aware so that they can hold the government departments accountable.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose if you are posted in Kalahandi, because you belong to that place also, then what will be your priorities to deal with, to bring about improvement in the people of that area?
So in particularly Kalahandi, the literacy rate is low. Secondly, it is a tribal area and also resource rich area. So my priority would be to focus on tourism, because it's a tribal tribal dominated area. So there is handicrafts are also there, and second thing is agriculture. Though before it was not much important, but right now after the dam opened, so now the agriculture has very much potential. So I would focus on these two things, and secondly the basic infrastructures like all-weather roads, drinking water, these things, sir.
Okay.
Babita, you are a computer science engineer,
Sir.
Okay, and you have opted for public administration or civil services. Why?
Sir, when I saw this subject, I thought it was very important or relevant, because the administration, and when I went through the syllabus, also it some kind of generated some interest in me that I should know about administration.
Which part of syllabus has attracted you most?
It is the the local self-government, the panchayat. Yes, sir.
Panchayati Raj system.
Sir.
Tell me something about Panchayati Raj system in Odisha.
In Odisha, sir?
Yes.
So, in what perspective I should be speaking?
Anything. Whatever you like.
Okay. So, I would say that there are many scopes for developing panchayat area, and whenever I lived, can I share my personal experience?
Yes, certainly.
Sir, my father is posted in a village now. So, I have seen that the panchayat, though they are actually expected to do regular meetings, but that is not happening in that particular area. But then I searched that if there is something good model of panchayat raj. So, I came to know that there is an MBA graduate and she is a sarpanch in that particular district. And now she is focusing on such developmental schemes like the water, women empowerment. So I believe there is two cases, stark cases, which I said that there is lack of regular meetings also, but there is also a case that there is women empowerment and there is a women sarpanch who is leading the panchayat.
Have you heard of Sarpanch Pati? Sarpanch Pati.
Yes, sir.
Husbands of Sarpanch. Have you heard
Yes,
of
sir.
this term? What is this?
So it is right now there is a provision that the women have 33% reservation in that. So if the sarpanch is a woman, but the problem is that it is proxy led. So they are expected to do the work, but it is their husbands who are doing or managing the works. So that is called sarpanch.
Sarpanch Pati.
Yes, sir.
When is this International Women's Day celebrated?
March 8th, sir.
March 8th. What is feminism?
Feminism. Sir, what I understood about feminism is that having an equality in mind, the principle of equality. Generally, we think that some kind of work is only for women or women specific. But in case of feminism, I believe that we think about the women empowerment and equality in every field.
Have you heard about the emergence of new women?
New women? Sir, can I guess because I'm not...
Yes, you are free to guess.
Sir, normally in society, we think that women are weak and they are not suitable for leadership positions. But in case of new women, we are thinking women not just on the basis of gender, but on basis of their capability to lead an organization. So I think that is the definition of new women.
Can you define ODISHA model of development? For last 15 years, Mr. Naveen Patnaik is calmly and silently, without making any noise, is building ODISHA economy.
Sir.
What are the features of the changes in Odishan economy in last 15-20 years?
Sir, I'm not aware of the 15 years of development, but if you allow me that I can say that what are the schemes right now they are talking about. So right now the focus is on industrialization. They are coming up with Make in Odisha, and also they are reforming all the labor laws, and also they are coming with all the parameters of ease of doing business. And the focus is also on software industry, because in past years the focus when it comes to industrialization was on power, steel and iron industries. But the problem was that mining sector is also facing the resistance. So there is a change in focus that we are focusing on software development as well right now.
Which are the major tourist centers in Odisha which attracts even foreign tourists?
So in terms of if you go for architecture and historical monuments, there is Puri Jagannath temple, and then also Konark is there. But